think of the tenants that you got or you're going to have. They go to your website, they click on the residence tab, and bingo, it pops up. So they can do a contact the office, and it allows them to put in their address, their name, their cell phone, their email. That helps you update their contact information.
You're listening to 5 Hour Real Estate Week, where you'll learn to consistently buy real estate in only 5 hours a week. So if you're ready to invest in real estate, achieve financial freedom, and own the lifestyle you deserve, even with your job, this is the show for you. Now, here's your host, Mike Butler.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of your 5 Hour Real Estate Week podcast. Mike Butler here, and today's topic is going to be the first part in a multi-part episode series on simple and proven tips to boost your rental income and profit now. Okay, today's episode deals with the must-have tool for every investor. Okay, and number one, to kick this thing off, I don't care if you've got zero properties, rental properties, or just getting started, whatever. But in today's world, you must have an effective, interactive website for investors. And in fact, Forbes magazine listed the top 5 resources for today's real estate investor, and they labeled this number 2. Okay. And so the number 2 must-have tool for all real estate investors is a Carrot website. Now, Trevor Mauch, he created this years ago. He's a genius. And we worked out arrangements where you can get a free Carrot website when you join Mike Butler's Gold, Diamond, or Platinum memberships. So it starts off with $49 a month. Yeah, it's a little pitch, okay, but you got to have a website in today's world. And for $49 a month, you get that plus access to our Power Lunch replays. And if you go to the Carrot website and try to buy it, it's going to cost you $69. But anyway, so let's do this. Now, here's a little test for you. So go to your Google machine after this episode and enter Buy My House and enter your city name, okay? And then do it again for Sell My House or Homes for Rent or Houses for Rent. But punch in Buy My House in your city. And I want you to scroll through the list of everything that's on the first page of the Google search results, okay? Now, the ones at the top, they'll have a little thing on it, and there's a difference between paid ads and organic ads. And the organic ads mean they're not paying anything for any kind of Google AdWords or paying extra money to get on the first page. Their website's just that effective. And I want you to do that for your town. Buy My House, your town, and then scroll through that list of the organic ones. And I'll bet you that 8 out of 10 of those websites, the organic ones that don't pay for Google AdWords, on the first page, if you look, scroll down the bottom of each of those websites, and I'll bet you 8 out of 10 of them is going to show powered by Carrot. Okay. Phenomenal. That works. That's proven. Okay. So you're not going to hear me try to teach you how to make your website work. You ain't got time for it. I ain't got time for it. So I want you to think about the benefits that a website's going to give you. For example, what hours is your website open? Okay. Is it like a retail store or an office? No. Your website's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, including holidays, Thanksgiving, New Year's, all that. Okay. Now, this allows folks to do a credibility integrity check on you and your business any time of the day. All right. But take a look more at your benefits here. Okay. So number one, it's a free website that does it all. You don't have to have 5 different websites. One website to do it all for you. Okay. How about it finds motivated sellers? Okay. There's no need to pay for Google AdWords or to buy a list and do direct mail campaigns, which cost you an arm and a leg for the postage. It's insane. Okay. There's a better way to do it. And what you're going to do is you're going to learn how to drive motivated sellers to your website. So everything you got, business cards, door hangers, whatever, okay, that you hand out, your yard signs, it's all going to have your website on there. And you better have on there, we buy houses, we rent homes. Okay. That's my slogan for my company. So, and if you go to Google and do Buy My House Louisville, I want to show you something there. Out of 70 million sites, 70 million. Okay. Painted Lady Inc., okay, which is Tom Olmstead's free investor Carrot website that he has with his platinum membership. Okay. Get this. Buy My House Louisville. He lives in Mattoon, Illinois. That's about a 4-hour drive from here. And his Buy My House form pops up on the first page when you punch in Buy My House Louisville. Go check it out yourself. Now, what he's done with his one free Investor Carrot website is he did what Carrot Tutorials taught him, and it's real easy to do in their back office, because he wanted to buy houses in Louisville because our property taxes are so much lower, and he could get a bigger cash flow. Pretty cool. Go check it out. You'll see for yourself. How about this? New tenants, buyers, lenders, and more, all done in one website. Now, your available rentals, and like mine are on my homepage. Okay. And if you don't have any there, maybe you just have the Buy My House form shows up as your homepage. That's real simple and easy to do. Okay. Let's talk about the rentals for a second. So we got folks that come to our website looking for homes to rent, apartments to rent, things residential, and we do some commercial in there too. So imagine this. So we've got a built-in fill-in-the-blank online rental application for you. But I like to insert one extra step. How about this? Imagine folks that want to fill out an application, they got to pay the application fee first before they get your fill-in-the-blank online rental application that's already built in there for you. Okay, that's pretty slick. That's going to weed out some of the crap. I remember when I got started, I was just tickled pink if I could get somebody to fill out an application when times were tough and I didn't know what I was doing. Okay, Trina Dunbar, she's another one of our gold members, and she told us the other day on the Power Lunch that she likes doing that because now when they have to pay the application fee first before they get the application, it weeds out a lot of the garbage and the trash. So she doesn't have to handle and hang on to these dirtbag applications that should have never applied to begin with. That's pretty good. Okay. And so now you get paid the application fee before they fill in the blanks. Cool. So the resident content, here's another thing I was going to tell you about, and I was kind of looking at it here. But another benefit for you is on your free Investor Carrot website that you get with your membership. You've got a tab that says homes. I'll use that for our homepage, and that's where we put our available homes. But if you don't have any homes available for rent, you can make the Buy My House page your homepage. Okay. Next up, they're going across. There's a tab that says apply online, which I just described that to you. Then the next one is a tab that's labeled residents. Okay. And this is cool. Okay. Because think of the tenants that you got or you're going to have. So they go to your website, they click on the residents tab, and bingo, it pops up. So they can do a contact the office, and it allows them to put in their address, their name, their cell phone, their email. That helps you update their contact information. And then there's a place for them to do their comments, issue, or concern. And so this can be used for anything. And here's what I love about that. Okay. And I'm guilty. Everything I'm telling you that it might make me feel like I'm picking on you. I'm not picking on you guys. Okay. Because I did the very same thing, and I've learned. Okay. I've learned to avoid some of these painful, time eating, money wasting mistakes. Okay. So you got a residence tab on your website. They can go there when? 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I encourage you to drive them there. Now they get to bang in anything they want. Okay. So no more. Imagine this. I know when I got started, we had a bag phone, a cell phone and stuff, and pagers. But anyway, I can remember having like an Office Depot message pad. And I would sit there and listen to voicemails and things like that. And I'd use my own shorthand, scribble down whatever I thought that meant. Okay. Well, how's that anything like that going to hold up in court? Is that what the tenant said? Is that what your resident said? No. But imagine this. And now you got to keep all that stuff. How do you keep it organized? Where did they, when and where did they call and all this and that? So now here's what your website does. They get the opportunity to bang it all in, put it all in their own words. And when they hit submit, bingo, what it does, it automatically emails it to you, and it saves it in your back office of your website. So if you want to go back and look at previous applications or motivated sellers that filled out the Buy My House form, anything like that, any and all kind of correspondence involving a form is saved in your back office for you. That's slick as snot. I mean, I wish I had that when I got started. Okay. And then there's the one for the work order part. So if they submit a work order, here's what happened on my website. Okay. And this would have never happened if I did not have a website. So at 3:00 on a Sunday morning, which is 3:00 on a Saturday night. Okay. And it happened around first of the month when everybody gets their checks. Okay. this lady in one of our apartment buildings who had a few kids. For lack of better words, and let's just cut to the chase, the baby daddies show up, okay? So they show up because she just got a check, and who knows what they want to party, get drunk, whatever, this and that. Well, apparently they were drinking, and one boyfriend got into a fight with the other one. They threw him out in the hall. They closed the door, and then that one kicked the door in, okay? So the police were called. Police come in, separate everybody, send them on their way. I don't know if anybody got locked up. But anyway, she gets on the website at 3 o'clock in the morning, and she's really ticked off and aggravated. And so she's banging in 3 o'clock in the morning, her name, her address, her email, and cell phone, blah, blah, blah. And what's her issue? Well, I had da-da-da-da-da, and one old boyfriend threw the other boyfriend out, and then they kicked the door in, and da-da-da-da-da, and the police were called. So she tells this whole story inside of that form on the website at 3 o'clock in the morning using her own words. So when that gets emailed to you, it's got a date and time stamp on it, didn't it? Did you put those words in there for her? No, it's in her own words. Now you got evidence to support making that a tenant chargeable thing, okay? But now let me share with you what would have happened if I didn't have a website and she waited until Monday to call the office when the office opened up at 9 o'clock. You think the story would have changed? I know it would have changed because I've seen it happen too many times. A lot of folks are their residents now. They think that if I get a police report, then that's like a get out of having to pay for anything coupon. And that's not true. If she'd have waited till 9 o'clock Monday morning to call the office, the whole story would have changed. And it went from drunk boyfriend kicked the door in to, hey, somebody tried to break in my apartment. Okay, that's just one benefit. Okay, I like sharing that one. So that's another powerful thing there. And that's free. It's open 24/7, 365. Somebody wants to sell their house on Thanksgiving Day. They're not really going to call anybody. But if you got it on your website, they can go in there and fill that out anytime, 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever. Okay, so I told you a story about the Georgetown tenant there. Now, we live in a lawsuit happy world, right? Everybody and their brother on TV, help us find somebody to sue. We want to help you. Okay. Well, it's crazy. Okay. So you have worked your butt off to get your investment properties, and you're burning the candle at both ends trying to get your 20 nights rentals paid for in 3 to 5 years. And you're working your tail off and somebody wants to steal it from you. Okay. Let's try to nip that in the bud. Okay. Here's how you can do that. So in the lawsuit happy world, you got to protect yourself, your family, and your business. No more voice messages. I don't want you to take that Office Depot or that Staples voice message scribble thing. Throw that in the trash. No more. Document it all on your website. Okay. Worst case scenario, at least have them send it to you in an email. Okay. So no more voicemails, messages scribbled on that message pad. And everything, when it comes in off your website, they fill out that form. It's got a date and time stamp on it. Even if you encourage them to send you an email, that email has a date and time stamp, and that's going to be in their own words too. Okay. So remember I was telling you about Buy My House Louisville. Okay. So I've got a couple of websites from our platinum members and and our gold members here. And here's just 3 of them. I told you about paintedladyinc.com. That's Tom Olmstead. You'll see he's in Mattoon, Illinois. But if you Google Buy My House Louisville, you'll see where he shows up on the first page of the Google search with 70 million hits. Wow. Okay, so go check out his website. It's not fancy, but it does everything that he wants for his real estate business, okay? Fred Helm, he's a broker, a retired policeman right here in Louisville, Kentucky, and his website is LREKY.com. LREKY.com. And it's the LRE stands for Landmark Real Estate, and he puts KY for Kentucky. Then we got Stan Bartley out in Kansas City. Okay. His website is just simply StanleyHousing.com. StanleyHousing.com. Go check out those 3. Those are the free shared websites that these guys are using. And, I know Trina Dunbar, I just don't have hers memorized, but I know she's using it because she told us about it. So heads up. Even if you have 0 rentals, guys, even if you have 0 on the rentals right now, but you're committed to investing in real estate to gain that true financial freedom with the 20 nights paid for rentals in 3 to 5 years, just go to MikeButler.com and sign up for any of the memberships. They're all broke down and give you all the benefits. Okay. Website is a must in today's high tech world. You got to have it. Okay. It's much more than just a business card in the sky. It's really interactive and it protects you if you implement it properly. Okay. And you don't have to spend a lot of time doing it. This is all set up for you. Okay. So our next episode in this series is going to give you the do's and don'ts regarding animals and how some simple proven tips can help you boost your rental income and profit yesterday. Okay. Right away. And we're almost wrapped up. But before you go, can you please do me a big favor? Click on the subscribe or follow button. I don't know where it is. It's somewhere down there. And if you could give me a 5-star review with your comments and share it with everyone you know. That's how you can reward me for giving you some good real world street level sense investor information. I really love it when I get great positive feedback from you, and it keeps me going, wanting to do this more. On a final note, if you're just getting started, go back and listen to episodes 1 through 10. And that's just how it's kind of like things I wish I would have known when I got started. It'll really help you out there and save you from maybe going down a wrong path that could be very expensive and be a seminar at the School of Hard Knocks. So adios. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.
Glad you joined us for another episode of 5-Hour Real Estate Week. The best thing you can do now is put this information to action. To help you get started, Mike created a free resource for you called How to Buy 50 Houses a Year, Even with Your Job. Download it now by going to mikebutler.com/50 houses. And we'll see you on the next episode.